I'm Marvel. This channel exists to connect gamers to MMOs they'll love. In this series, I play, perhaps, the most underrated MMORPG on Steam, Project Gorgon. It's inspired by classic MMOs like EverQuest, Asheron's Call 1, and Star Wars Galaxies. Thank you for watching, and subscribe for more MMO content. In the last episode, we were left wondering what would happen as a result of searching through this outhouse. Like me, you probably thought that I would be sucked into a vortex of raw magical energy. Nope, I just find some strange dirt. But this strange dirt ends up being a hero. Keep watching to see how. I meet Baroness Marith Felgard, who accuses me of trespassing, presumably since I'm an elf. I reassure her that I'm here to help. She then asks me for help decorating a tree. I'm not sure if this is a time-limited Christmas quest, yet progression is handled through the favor system. It's now starting to click. Favors are essentially quests in Project Gorgon. Moreover, I'm told that Lord Cerbule has disappeared, and in his wake she's attempted to keep these hills running. She informs me of the current political system within Cerbule Keep. This location becomes important later. While I'm glad to have found another teleportation platform, it only connects me to my bind point, reducing its usefulness. I wonder if more locations are unlocked later for easier transportation, but you'll see soon how there are other transportation systems in Project Gorgon that may address this need. In my wandering, I trek up this hill. What do you see? A few observations of note. Project Gorgon has improved their view distance rendering performance because I don't remember my frame rate being this stable overlooking this vista the last time I played years ago. Secondly, see those three clearly unfinished hills? I get that Project Gorgon is still in early access, yet it would take a level artist 15 seconds to smooth down those eyesores. Third, I heartily recommend that the developers make use of the vertical space here. Add a massive moving world boss to teach new players to return to zones with group of friends, or a massive tower in the middle of the zone that you can scale to fight a zone boss. Let me know in the comments. Regardless, in a little bit, we will travel to a place with far better utilization of the y-axis. I stumble upon a primordial octopus control bowl. Nothing bad is going to happen to me, right? Watch and see. Location unlocked. I have no idea what this means. Is this location unlocked? Another? How do I get back? Can I teleport there using these platforms? No clue. Remember this control bowl now because you'll see how it works soon. Remember those spiders that killed me in the last episode? Time to try and get my revenge. Just kidding. Actually, it is time to get my revenge. Satyrissa must have tapped into my psyche via a proxy. Doing so created an opportunity. Yet, will the serendipity continue? Watch and see. That's not good enough. I went to kill the Big Widow. Remember EverQuest 1 camps? Time to set mine up. Ah! What happens next? Let me break down what occurred. Remember the strange dirt from the outhouse? I used it to create a spore bomb, a recipe I learned during my first impressions video. Spore bombs deal AoE nature damage. After I unleashed the fury of my apothecary, I used a sword ability that had been modified from a single target direct damage to have an AoE as a result of magical gloves I also looted on the Noob Isle. That, in a snapshot, is Project Gorgon. I love it. But it's not over. I still have to slay the Big Widow. Will I again feel the waters of death pass over my elven corpse, or will I reign victorious over my arachnid opponent? Let's see. In order to win, I had to use another spore bomb and a health potion, something I haven't had to utilize yet. I love that the game allowed me to solve the gameplay algebra on my own in order to overcome this encounter. I also leveled up my notoriety, and my soul is at peace. But what's next? Remember Gearshock, the Ranelon who needs a meditation chair from the video before? I decide to find one for him, so I figure I'd look in the water. I stumble upon a murky tunnel. Obviously, this is a safe decision. What do you think happens next? Let's watch. Not a surprising ending, yet I love that this is a group dungeon. I'll have to return and exact the recompense in a future video. A special item drop. Legendary? I'm not sure, but it modifies a lot of skills I don't yet have. I don't care, it's cool. It's coming with me. Remember this item now because it becomes important in a later episode. Also, there is a quest log. In my first impressions video, I implied there wasn't. I'm wrong, and here's proof. Veterans of Project Gorgon, what else have I gotten wrong? Let us know in the comments. Remember the octopus control bowl from earlier? Here's another one. Watch what happens. These bowls function as micro-teleportation platforms. The one I used earlier unlocked its location, so now I can travel back and forth. We'll have to find more to see how extendable the feature is. Yet in my wanderings, I see a blue sparkling orb. In expected fashion, I investigate. Remember the Baroness from earlier? This path leads you to Cerebral Keep, where the Lord has disappeared. Maybe there I'll find a meditation chair. I'm immediately impressed. In fact, the visuals of this area have been so vastly improved since my last venture into Project Gorgon that I thought this was an entirely new zone. The deeper and more saturated colors fit well together, and the keep with the towering mountain behind pull the interest of the player. Cerebral Hills should take some inspiration from this zone's design because I immediately want to continue to explore. I walk into the castle to see what's inside. I take a right-hand turn and notice training dummies with players' tombstones nearby. Apparently, these training dummies are deadly, not like the one from my first impressions video. I see Lugnir nearby who automatically assumes that I'm an agent of the console to bring his operation to a halt. Now I'm suspicious. However, do you see that in the role-playing text here it says that he strokes his beard? Look. He doesn't have one. I forget if elven males have facial hair options, yet a designer should update this character. It seems like he functions like Specchio in Chrono Trigger. At the end of time, you can battle against increasingly more difficult golems to test your prowess. I wonder if my fate will be the same as others whose tombstones I can see? Let's watch. I defeat the animation and walk into the next room. Serious EverQuest Luckland or Conqueror Online vibes. These NPCs can be hired to sell your wares, and the tracking golem functions as the marketplace interface for buyers. I love that this economic system is justified within in-game lore. As I walk into the keep, I am completely caught off guard by what happens next. Find out in the next episode. Thanks for watching.